Hello my friends, it is time for another Pickacard reading, and today we ask what are 5 things that are going to change for the better in the near future for you. So 5 things that are going to change for the better for you. And we have 3 piles today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And if you like to pick with crystals, then here are your crystals for today. So what are 5 things that are going to change for the better for you? And if you need some time to decide on a pile, then you can pause the video here, take a deep breath, and follow your intuition, which of the piles you feel most drawn to. And it could be more than one. You will find the timestamp for your reading in the info box below. So I'm gonna get started with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, if you chose this card, then this is going to be your reading. And today we're asking about 5 things that are going to change for the better for you. So your first card says 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. And I'm going to pull 4 more cards for you. And I do feel like we are going to start with Voice of the Souls, this oracle card for you. So let's see, 1 card from this pile. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Then we are going to pull a card from the Rider Tarot deck. I always like to use this good old deck. And I feel like we should have 2. Ooh, I'm gonna move this whole party over here. And we're asking for 1 more card for pile number 1. We are gonna use some How to Love Yourself cards. And these are more like affirmation cards, but I felt like these were meant for you today. So let's see if we can get one more card for pile number 1. Okay, thank you. Okie dokie, let's dive right in. So we have the Lovers, and it actually came out in reverse, and I think that is meant for us, so we're going to keep it that way. We have Message of Guidance. We have 4 of Wands, no sorry, 6 of Wands in reverse, but this one actually I want this way today. And the last card says, I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative message from family and society. Alrighty. So, just right from the beginning, I feel like with this 8 of Cups here, one of the things that are going to change for the better for you is that I feel like you, pile number 1, are going on some sort of new adventure. If you see this 8 of Cups here, this person is, sort of looking out over these mountains, like looking into the unknown is kind of what I see here. And the moon here too kind of catch my attention. A lot of mystery, a lot of the not really knowing what's out there waiting for you. So I definitely feel like you are about to embark on something new. you might know what this is for you, or it might like I said, be a total mystery. But I definitely feel like you have something inside of you that like really longs to just explore and just be more, I want to say maybe like youthful, and like no matter of your age, just like this inner, like really wanting to explore. And like I think you have this belief inside of you that there's more to life than maybe your current situation, or whatever it is that you're in. This Eight of Cups also like indicates leaving something behind, which can be feel scary, because I feel like what you have is probably like not bad if that makes sense. Like to other people you might live like a dream life. You might have what a lot of other people would be like, they would do anything to have. But yeah, I don't know if you hear the sirens in the background, but I definitely feel like something is calling on you, like something else, like that there's more out there for you. So even though like you're probably like very grateful and feel like you should be sort of happy with what you have, and I'm sure you are, but you also have this inner like drive to wanting to explore the world, and like just find what's out there waiting for you. And I do want to pull a clarification card for you to see if we can get any more information of what this new adventure for you is about. So I'm going to use the messages from your animal spirit guides oracle card or cards for this one. So Spirit, can we please get clarification? Oh, this one wanted to come out. Okay, let's see what we have here. It says, get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Yeah, so maybe you have a desire to like go and, I want to say like join like a greater mission, or like a group of people like working towards something. Maybe you have been like researching something recently, or like something has like caught your attention that you like, oh, like I didn't know you could do that. Like, wow, there's actually like a group of people that blah blah blah, whatever it is for you. Or you were like, oh, I didn't know like you could work with something that's like very something you find very interesting, or something that's that you sort of thought was just like a hobby, or something that you never thought was actually going to bring you maybe a lot of abundance and success. And yeah, these sirens keeps going off outside, so there's definitely something calling for you out there. So yeah, whatever this is for you in your life, like that is very exciting, and this is hopefully your confirmation to look more into what it is that you have a desire to do. And if you feel like you maybe don't really know what this is for you, then this is hopefully some inspiration for you to dive into that and actually ask yourself, like, what is it that I want to do with my life? Like, what do I want to get out of this experience that we call life? And I feel like there are people out there that are like, that all are already doing what it is that you want to do. So even if you don't feel like you resonate with the message of like joining a group, like maybe you want to do something like solo, like more something like on your own, then there are definitely other people that you can still kind of link up with to get like support and like new ideas. Just someone or some people that you're gonna be able to sort of get some help from. So very exciting. Yeah, so the first thing that is going to change for you in the near future is that you are going on an adventure. Some like very big and significant thing is about to change for you as far as like what you spend your time doing. So yeah, very exciting. And what is the second thing that is going to change for you in the near future? We have message of guidance. So I do feel like you are going to get downloads of information and spiritual guidance in like a totally new way that you haven't really experienced before. And you see here, these two hands are sort of locking together. And there's an arrow here pointing down, like from the star up here, like from the universe or from up above. So there's definitely help that's waiting for you, or that's available for you. And I think a lot of this, has to do with this new adventure that you're embarking on. But you're also going to experience life in a totally new way as far as your connection with the divine and your connection with an understanding of the universe, of God, of like the infinite, source, like the energy that's out there. So yeah, expect to have maybe unexpected, messages coming through for you. That could be through other people. It could be through your dreams. It could be through something you read, or also, in meditation or in prayer, or whenever you connect with yourself and with the divine. I think there's definitely a lot of information and knowledge and just inspiration that is available for you from up above. So that's very exciting. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then we have card number 2, card number 3, or the third thing that is going to change for you. And we have the Lovers. And like I've said before in previous readings, I don't always read cards in reverse, but I do feel like this card came out in reverse for a reason. And I do feel like there are some changes that are about to happen as far as your love life goes. And I think if you are already in a relationship, then I feel like, this new adventure that you are going through or about to embark on is going, naturally or obviously like change your relationship too. And I don't feel like it's anything major. Like I don't necessarily feel like it's like, oh, you're going to separate or get a divorce or leave with whoever like you're currently with. But I do get this feeling like if you're already in a relationship, then there are some like arrangements or like some things that like naturally are going to have to change in order for you to be able to go on this journey, or like follow this like intuitive like nudge that you have as far as this adventure or this new thing that you are starting to look into. So that could be needing to have a talk with your significant other about like, you know, like, oh, this is happening, like I'm starting this new job, or it might even, I feel like for some of you it actually involves a move, and that's, you know, a big thing, especially if you live with someone, or, you know, if someone else, if there's another person in the picture, then obviously like a move is something that that needs to be agreed on, or needs to be arranged in a way that, you know, both can sort of benefit and be happy with the change. Yeah, so I feel like for a lot of you, like I said, if you are in a relationship, then there are maybe some small tweaks or some like conversations that needs to be had in order for this new situation in your life and to be able to, like, you know, happen. If you are currently not in a relationship, which, like, once again, I feel like for most of you actually are already, but if you aren't, you know, this is a general reading, but then I feel like there's, like, if you aren't already in a relationship, there might be someone around you that you are sort of maybe talking to, or you have this longing maybe to meet someone. But with this card, the Lovers in reverse, I feel like the universe wants you to know that this is not a time to stress. Like, this is not a time to rush things, is what I wanted to say. This is not a time to, you know, in haste, like start something new, or get into like a commitment, really, sort of before you know what is going to happen here. Because I feel like even if you maybe already have someone in mind that you might be a little like interested in, or that is interested in you, then I feel like and this is for some of you, I feel like with this new like direction in your life, you might, you know, might meet someone, or like things are going to change for you in a way that you're gonna be glad that you didn't like settle here. So yeah, I think this is an encouragement to, like, don't give up on love, and don't. I'm not saying, you know, if you have something like started for you that it's not right for you, but definitely I feel, like I said, that the universe wants you to do and not settle for something, or not let this, whatever this is, you know, whatever's happening here, kind of distract you or keep you away from this new thing that you are about to start for yourself. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, that is exciting. You know, it's I feel like a lot of good things are going to come out of this, these adjustments, or these conversations that needs to be had here. Like I said, if you're already in a relationship, and I feel like if you are in a relationship, then you guys are going to grow closer to one another because of this, like because of these new changes that are happening. I feel like they are going to be really good for both of you guys. And if, you know, this might be for someone, if it's time to walk away, if it's time to let this go, then you are definitely going to know through these conversations that are going to be had. Yeah. And then our fourth card, we have Six of Wands, and this is about like celebration, and I want to say like public recognition. So maybe like for some of you, this could be like whatever it is that you are going to do. There might be, you know, some newspaper that like hears about your story and like wants to do an interview with you. You know, there might be you might be sharing about this new endeavor like on social media, and like a post you make kind of goes viral, or people hear about this and they want to know more because they feel like so inspired by, you know, whatever it is you are going to do. So if you don't really like, if you don't feel like 100% comfortable maybe being in the spotlight or like you know, talking on the camera or whatever, I feel like you need to buckle up, because I do feel like, in a very positive way, I do feel like people are going to want to hear your story and hear what you're about and follow kind of your journey or what it is that you're doing. So very exciting. And I feel like whatever it is you're doing is going to be very successful, and you're going to be like victorious in whatever it is that you're doing. Very nice. Okay, your fifth and last card says, I am gentle and kind and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. So yeah, this once again, I keep coming back to this new adventure because I feel like it is so significant for you, and through this journey, or through this new thing you are about to start or has already started, there are a lot of like things to unpack as far as like your inner world is what I feel. And you know, when you start something new, or when you do something you haven't done before, it can be very scary, right? So a lot of self-doubt, a lot of, you know, like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, why am I, you know, like maybe quitting this job that is like on paper like so good for me, or, you know, like, oh, I'm talking to this guy or this girl or whoever, and like, oh, it's on paper, this is like so perfect, but I still don't like it, still doesn't really feel right for me. So yeah, there could be a lot of things inside of yourself that you have to sort of go through and work through and through this time. And just like this card says, I think a lot of it has to do with your inner child, like things from your childhood, people telling you like, oh, like or like almost like laughing at you, saying like, oh, it's cute that you think that you can do this, but like, let's be realistic, right? Or maybe even like telling you that you cannot, like, oh no, that's wrong, or like, that's not how we do it in this family, or I think whatever it is that you are going to do or start for yourself might be like a lot different from what people like of your past, like people in your family are used to do, or like feels like comfortable or familiar with. And I can just give an example from my own life, like doing tarot readings and like energy work and all that is like so far away from like where I came from. Yeah, I grew up in the church, and like anything like quote unquote spiritual, or anything like outside of like, you know, what was taught like from the Bible or within the church was like a big no. So just like me like posting stuff like this is like it's a little scary sometimes, because like people can be very like judgmental, and a lot of it, you know, it's, yeah, it can be scary to put yourself out there. And I feel like, you know, you can have maybe a similar story, or, you know, it doesn't have to do with maybe religion or like something spiritual, but I do feel like something that is going to change for you is that you are maybe like gonna have to let go of some people in your life, because, you know, they're not going to be able to like support your new journey, or they're not going to understand or like or maybe approve of what it is that you do. And you might feel like you have outgrown some people because you have changed, like your life is different now, and you know that's okay. That's sometimes, you know, that's how life is. We continue to evolve and grow, and not everyone is going to be aligned with what it is that you're doing, and not everyone is like always going to be there by your side. But I also feel like this change is going to open up the door for other people, just like I said here, with like-minded friends and people. It is going to open the door and make space for the right people to come into your life that are going to be able to support this new journey that you're on, and are going to celebrate you and be there for you. Yeah, that's what I had for you, pile number 1. Very exciting. If this message resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comments. You can leave a like if you would like more content like this, and make sure to subscribe because I will be posting more readings in the weeks to come here. So yeah, I wish you all the best, and I am moving on to pile number 2. If you chose number 2, then this is going to be your reading. 5 things that are going to change for the better in your life in the near future. So we're gonna take a look at your first card, and it says soon. Okay. And we are gonna get 4 more cards for you. Oh, and it even says 5 here. So yeah, 5 things that are going to change for you in the near future. And it says soon, so I think for you, pile number 2, it is actually, you know, the near future is very soon for you. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to shift very fast for you, my friend. So we're gonna pull a couple of cards from the Rider Tarot deck. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what comes up. 1, 2, I feel 3. Okay. And then we are going to pull 1 card from Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. See what else wants to come up for you. So 5 things that are going to change for you in the near future. Pile number 2. Okay. There you go. Okie dokie, let's dive in. So we have soon. We have 4 of Cups. We have 9 of Swords. We have 5 of Pentacles. And we have Lord, take charge with authority. Okay, what is going on here? Pile number 2. So like I said with the first card here, for you, pile number 2, there are big changes happening very soon. Like there are new things coming in very quickly for you. And even like with the moons here, I feel like the moon is very significant for you. So maybe you wanna you know, get a moon calendar, or you know, do a little research about the different moon phases, because I feel like those are going to be important for you as far as manifesting or like bringing forth these new changes that are coming for you. And I actually want to start here because I feel like this third card is very important too, because I feel like you've had a lot of sleepless nights. You've had a lot of worry, a lot of maybe responsibilities, like a lot of things that have been like put on your shoulders, and this has led to, yeah, like I said, to you maybe having trouble sleeping, feeling, you know, maybe a little bit of anxiety, like I said, worry, and I feel like this is changing for you. So whatever sort of dark night of the soul that you have been going through, and whatever challenges that have sort of I feel like a lot of it has just been put on you, so a lot of it, I feel, doesn't really necessarily have to do with like you as a person, but it could be things happening in your family, things happening in like in your community, and I feel like you, pile number 2, you're someone that's very reliable and very trustworthy. You know, people sort of turn to you when there's a problem, is kind of what I feel. Because they feel, which is true, you know, they know that you are someone who's able to get a lot of things done, and you're very capable. But I feel like this has also come with a price for yourself, because you have taken on things that aren't really yours to begin with. So another thing that is changing for you in the near future is that whatever have been like weighing you down, whatever those like worries or like this anxiety, like whatever that comes from, is going to get lifted off your shoulders. You are going to be able to focus more on yourself again, and what it is that you want to do for yourself, whatever it is that makes you feel good. And I actually want to pull a clarification card for this one, because I want to sort of see what it is that you're letting go of, and like how this is, maybe how it's going to happen for you. Okay, this card. So let's see, clarification on, ooh, yeah, 9 of Swords, the clarification there, we have justice. So I feel like justice is going to be brought to you, regarding, you know, whatever this this heaviness, whatever it is that you have been forced to carry, is going to be resolved. And it could be just sort of like the natural way things just go and kind of sort of like happen that brings you justice, or it could be that you're actually currently in some sort of legal situation where you are going to come out of it victoriously, like justice is going to be brought to you, and you see these two scales, or the scale. I feel like balance is going to be returned to your life, kind of like I said here, you're going to be able to sleep better at night and focus on moving forward in your own life again. So I'm very happy for you, and that is good news. So if you feel worried about this situation, or like how you're gonna be able to get out of it, then this is your confirmation that justice is coming your way. And I feel like there's not really a lot of you have to do for this to happen. Like you obviously if you're in some sort of like legal situation, then you obviously like need to show up to court maybe, or you know what it is that you need to do. But as far as like struggling and like fighting to make this happen, I feel like it is going to work out in your favor. So all you have to do is, you know, take care of yourself and show up, and it is going to go your way. Very exciting. And then I'm jumping back to card number 2 here, but the third thing that is going to change in the near future for you is that I feel like the universe is going to bring you a gift. And just like this card, you know, 4 of Cups, I feel like it is going to be like out of the blue. You're not expecting this at all. And for some of you, it might actually have to do with this situation that you're in. If it's, you know, it might not look good on paper. Like you might feel like you don't really know how this situation is going to turn out. But, you know, the universe is going to bring you a gift, bring you a surprise. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is something that could be totally unrelated to this, but it's something that, like I said, is out of the blue, and at first you might be a little skeptical, because you might be like, no, this is not at all what I had planned for myself. Like I don't want that at all. But it's going to be like so beneficial for you. I do want to get some clarification on this card too, to see what this offer or this gift is about. So let's get our Rider tarot cards again and shuffle. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have 8 of Swords. Yeah, I do feel, once again, this we were kind of talking about that with the first card here. I feel like it's something that's going to happen very soon for you. And with 8 of Swords here, I feel like the gift the universe is going to bring to you is that it's going to help you fulfill or step into something that you sort of have always been dreaming about, but you have kind of put it on the back burner, because it has, you know, felt maybe, you know, you've been maybe feeling like, oh, this is not the right time. You like, I need to focus on, you know, these things first, or like I don't have the money, or like, oh no, I don't dare to do that now. Like I will one day, but not right now. But I feel like this gift that you, at first you're going to be like, no, like, no, this is not what I signed up for. But it is going, like the universe is going to put something on your path, or like deliver something into your life that you have always been dreaming about, but you haven't really, like I said, felt like it's the time, or you've been sort of postponing it. But it's going to be presented to you, and it's your choice whether you take it or not. Like you always have the the choice to say no. But I feel like even if you turn it down now, which I hope you don't, because I really feel like this is going to be so life-changing for you. But even if you feel like you're not ready, like this is going to just keep coming back and be presented into your life until you take the leap. So why not, just go for it, right? Even if it feels, like I said, it's like something you weren't really, or you feel like you're not ready for. I feel like you're 100% ready for it, and all you have to do, like what the universe is trying to help you with, is to kind of like give you a little push. I sort of, when I said that, I sort of saw someone like standing like on the side of a stage, and someone else is just kind of pushing them, giving them a little like push in the back so they step onto the stage. So I feel like that is definitely you. Like the universe is trying to, or is going to give you that loving push, so you can step into and get started with that thing that you have always been dreaming about. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Pile number 2, if you want to come back in a couple of months and tell us all what this is about for you, then I would love to hear your story, because that sounds like sounds a pretty wild but still wonderful, right? Okay. And then we have the fourth card. So the fourth thing that is going to change for you in the near future. I feel like you are going to connect with people that you never really thought you were going to connect to. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. But I do feel like, and we all have that, right? We have our, we can judge other people. We have our like way of viewing certain people, certain like ways of life, and then we have our people that we sort of like tend to get drawn to automatically. But I feel like you're stepping into a new phase in your life where you are going to meet people from a different walk of life than you. And with this pile or these cards, I feel like you probably have a lot of maybe resistance at the moment to what is happening, because I feel like a lot of things that are happening for you feel like they're out of your control. Like I said, with this this situation where with the sleepless nights, and if you're in some like legal situation, and with this new thing that is going to be presented to you, and I feel with this too, like I feel like you are going to be like, no, like I really don't want to do this, like I don't want to talk to these people, like I don't want to open my home to these people, like I don't want to, like, yeah, just I get this like feeling or energy of this card that like you don't really want to be here, or you don't want to do this, but life is going to change for you in such a way that you are going to somehow be presented with these people, or get in touch with these people, and it's going to be so life-changing for you. And I feel like it's really going to change your perspective on, like I said, other people, but also life. Because I feel like these people have so much to offer you, like a new perspective, a new way of seeing things, thinking, like going about life. So I feel like maybe for some people this could be like you moving to a different country, or maybe a different city, you sort of being placed in a situation or a surrounding that is a little bit unfamiliar for you. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be so amazing for you. So I just want to pull one more card for you here as far as clarification of Five of Pentacles, to see like what this is about and like sort of the outcome, because this card in itself, can look a little not very like exciting, right? But like I said, I feel like this is like too many cards. Like this is going to be such a life-changing, like positive thing for you. Okay. Oh, we have the Lovers. So maybe for some of you, this could be about your dating life. Like if you aren't currently in a relationship and like you're sort of looking for love, and you might be meeting a person that's not your quote unquote like typical person like that you would be drawn to, but what the universe wants you to know, or with these cards, is that for you to be open-minded, because this is going to be like something I feel like so stable and so life-changing for you. And if this is not for you, like about a relationship, then it, like I said, it has to do with you just meeting new people, like the relationship to other people. Relationships are more than just romantic, but definitely be open. So like hopefully when you're being presented with this, like you will remember this reading and stay open and curious, instead of maybe like you would have done previously, just like shutting down. Because these people or this person, whatever it is for you, is going to really be life-changing for you and sort of set your life in a different course. And I feel for a lot of you could be related to this new gift also that the universe is going to present to you. It could be, could be a person for some of you. Okay. And what is the 5th thing that is going to change for you in the near future? Yeah, I feel with this card, like I just get this feeling that all of these things that you are going through, like people are going to be looking at you and be like, wow, like you really changed. Maybe like the way you dress, I feel for some of you, like the way you present yourself. But mostly like all of these things that you have been going through, like all these struggles and all of like this new thing that you have been presented to, like once you take that like a leap of faith and actually do it, and once you open yourself up to other people that might be different to you, like other ways of doing things, I feel like it's going to change you like so much, and all for the better. I feel like there's a lot of compassion, a lot of love that you're going to be sharing with other people. And not saying that you don't have compassion or love right now, but I feel like it is really going to be something that people look to you for, and that people see like when they meet you. A lot of wisdom. So you might run into like an old friend, or you might like end up at like a big family gathering or something, and people like like I feel like you look different, but like there's also something just different about you that people are going to be very attracted to. They might not be able to like pinpoint exactly what it is, and they might not be able to like totally understand you, but they're going to feel the love. They're going to feel this shift in your life. And yeah, I feel like it's happening very soon for you. So that's very exciting. So yeah, be open to the unknown. Be open to the good things in life, and be open to actually follow your dreams. Like don't get stuck in the ways like you've always done things. So yeah, tap into that inner curiosity that I know like exists and lives within you. So awesome. Yeah, if you enjoyed this reading, then I would love to hear from you in the comment section. If you want to tell your story or share what came up for you in this reading, and if it resonated with you. Also leave a like or subscribe if you want to have more content like this, because I will be posting more videos in the weeks to come. But until then, I'm moving on to pile number 3. Hey, if you chose pile number 3, then this is going to be your reading. What are 5 things that are going to change for you in the near future for the better? So we have Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay, and we are going to pull 4 more cards for you. Pile number 3, and I feel like we are going to use this is a message from your animal spirit guides. Oops. This one is a little out of control. Okay, maybe this is significant for you too, to sort of like get your stuff in order before these changes can happen. Who knows? We'll see. Okay. Another one. Okay. So pile number 3, what are some things that are going to change for you in the near future? I did fill this card. Okay. And then we are going to pull some tarot cards from the gold lyre. Five things that are going to change for you, pile number 3, in the near future. Okay. I feel like we're gonna have 2 cards from this pile. We have 1, we have 2. And then we are gonna ask for 1 more cards. And we're gonna pull from the Rider Tarot deck. 5 things that are going to change for pile number 3 in the near future. This one, okay. All right. So you had Arrow, you have Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation. So step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Yeah, that's sort of what I felt with the pile 2 when I took it out. Like I said, like maybe you have to get your stuff in order before these changes are going to be able to happen for you. So maybe there's something to that too, about organizing like the chaos if you find yourself in a lot of chaos. But yeah, let's see what else we have before we get into the reading. We have 7 of Cups. We have Judgment. And we have King of Wands. Okay, and what's kind of caught my attention with the 7 of Cups is there's a little fox sitting here, and in Swedish we have an expression that's like to have a fox behind your ear, means like to be a little like sneaky, or not necessarily like, it doesn't have to be in a bad way, but a little, yeah, like up to something that's a little mischievous maybe. But yeah, like I said, we'll see. We'll start from the beginning here. So surround yourself with protective energy. I do feel like one of the things that is going to change for you, pile number 3, is that you are going to be so much more aware about like your own energy, but also people around you. You are going to be able to distinguish in a whole new way, like who's trustworthy, like who is worthy of like your time and your attention, and like where, like in what situations do you find yourself not really feeling good, or maybe feeling like something is a little bit off. And maybe you have, like just like me, been like a people pleaser in your life, where you've had a hard time like distinguishing between like what are my wants and my needs, and what are like other people's, you know, like demands on me, or like wants and needs. So yeah, the first thing that is changing for you is that you are getting so much more aware about your own energy, and like in order to be able to distinguish and feel when it's not you, is to get to know your own energy. Because then you will, once you do that, and once you tap into that and kind of sit with yourself, then whenever something comes in that doesn't like align or doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel like your energy, then you right away, you can know that that's not something you want to take on. And I can speak from my own experience that whenever I found myself in situations in life where I have felt very like run down, like very tired, very like unaligned, very separated from myself, then it has been really hard to distinguish, like I said, what is mine and what is someone else's. So, and if you are a person that's very empathic and very open to other people's energy, then it can be really draining, like walking into a situation and just like really like absorbing like the whole room, like what everyone's feeling and what everyone's thinking. So yeah, what is changing for you as you're getting so much more in tune with yourself, and so much I want to say like mature in your own energy, in a way that you're going to be able to sort out what's not for you and what's not from you. And that is going to, this arrow is pointing upwards. It's going to like really take you to new heights, because you're no longer enmeshed and like stuck in other people's like BS, basically. Like you're able to sort what's not for your highest good and what is, and therefore you're able to focus on like your own journey and your own life, and it is really going to benefit you, and yeah, like I said, take you to new heights. Awesome. So that's very exciting. Good for you. That's something we all should learn and really put time and work into to doing. And next up for you, what is changing in your life, is that I feel like you are going to really get your life together. And it's similar to the energetic situation that we were talking about, but I also feel like in your surrounding, as far as like material things, I feel like you are going to, if you haven't already, come into phase of your life where you have this urge to like really get rid of things that no longer serve you, that sort of are piling up like clutter. Like you really want to get rid of like maybe old clothes that you're not wearing, old books that doesn't serve you anymore, and really just I feel like get all your papers in order, because I feel like there's could be a little bit of like chaos in your life right now. You're gonna find yourself really wanting to clean that up and just get organized and get focused on your own life and what it is that you want to do. And I actually think that it starts with this. I feel like you're gonna feel the urge to clean up your energy and like your inner life, and that is going to lead to you wanting like a cleaner, nicer place to live, and a more like a more organized everyday life because of that. So yeah, that's really exciting. Good for you, for sure. And Seven of Cups. Yeah, I really feel, like I said, with this fox here, like Seven of Cups, it's talking about choices, and I feel for you, pile number 3, that you are going to look at the relationships in your life, like the people you surround yourself with, and you're going to start to choose more wisely who you open yourself up to and who you let into your life. Because because I feel like, you know, this sort of chaos or like a little bit of like disorganized energy, like I sort of feel like that has kind of made its way a little into your relationship too. Like maybe you find yourself surrounded by people that you don't really resonate with, or you feel like you cannot really trust, like, you know, the fox, like I was saying, it's something a little sneaky, I feel, around your relationships. And I don't say that, you know, to scare you, but I feel like you probably know who I'm talking about, or you know, what people in your life that you feel like you cannot fully maybe trust. And I feel like one thing that is changing for you in your life is that you are going to be more picky with who you let into your life. And that has to do, like I said, with the inner work that you're doing. You're not going to allow like anyone to just like walk all over you. Or if you feel like you have a lot of relationships maybe at the moment that are just kind of one-sided, like you feel like you give and you put in a lot of time and effort, but you're not really getting that in return, I feel like you're going to be able to distinguish between who's like a real friend and who isn't. And that could go, you know, for family members or like co-workers and just people in general in your life. And you are going to really focus on the good people that you have in your life, because I do feel like they're there. You know, you see these flowers here in some of these cups, like I do feel like you have some gems in your life that you're going to, like, by cutting off those people that are not good for you, that are not like making you feel seen, heard, loved, you know, that where you feel like you don't really have that trust. When you let those people go, you're going to be able to like open up to those other people that are actually willing and like able to support you on this new journey of yours. So yeah, that's really good. I definitely feel like you are going to do sort of like a deep cleaning in your relationships too, and it's going to match the inner work once again, like I've said. So there's like this theme of like really upgrading everything in your life. And you know, this is a reading about what's happening in the near future. So I definitely feel like if you haven't already, like this is going to start for you very soon. Pile number 3. And the fourth thing that is going to change in your life, pile number 3, is that I feel like if you're struggling with self-doubt or self-judgment, I feel like that is going to change for you too. I feel like you're going to open up and allow a lot of self-love into your life. Like you're going to open up your heart to yourself is what I hear. You might have been, or you might still be, a little bit hard on yourself, and you might be a person who expects a lot from yourself, but then kind of back to this card, then you have a lot of people in your life that you're very like understanding of and very forgiving towards, even though they, you know, they've proven over and over again that they are not trustworthy or they're not, you know, good for you. So I feel like you're cutting out those people and you develop this sense of compassion for yourself and love. And I feel like this card is like talking a little bit of like pampering too. I feel like you are going to put time and energy into yourself, like taking care of yourself, maybe getting your hair cut, like taking better care of your skin, like anything that has to do with like your outer, like your physical appearance. I feel like it is going, like the love you're starting to feel for yourself is going to show. Like you're going to have a different like glow around you. So like I said, I feel like there's a level up in all these areas, and I feel like there's sort of a glow up happening with you too. when you tap into that self-love and start nourishing yourself, both, you know, energetically, like as far as like your space goes, as far as your relationship goes, and also yourself, your body, your like physical body. Maybe, you know, maybe a good way to start is to buy yourself flowers, like do something for yourself that you wish that someone else would do for you. Maybe like you have been disappointed so many times in like your relationships. That could be, you know, romantic too, but like with people around you, you feel like they're not really filling your cup in a way that you want them to. You know, then the universe wants to let you know that you can start filling your own cup. You can give yourself what it is that you need. And when you start taking care of yourself, that's when you're going to be able to attract other people that also value you. Because if you value yourself, you know, like attracts like. So if you vibrate on that loving, like higher vibration, then you're not going to be like open to those lower, more like negative vibrations. So that's definitely something that's happening for you too, and very soon here, I would say. This sense of self-love, and also really like taking care of yourself in a new way. Exciting. And then your fifth card, the last thing that is going to change for you. And when I said that, I heard like, no, there's a lot of things, like a lot of other things that are going to change for you. So I feel like for this pile, you know, don't limit yourself to like only 5 things. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to shift for you. So that's very exciting. Stay open-minded and, you know, continue to work on yourself and your well-being. But with King of Wands, I definitely feel like it has to do with your self-worth, and that's kind of what I said here too. But you know, with self-love. But I feel like you doing all this work for yourself, like you're gonna realize your worth, like how awesome of a person you are, like how loved you are, that you are divine, that you are more than capable of like achieving anything that you set your mind to. So like this new realization of yours is really going to help you attract like all these other amazing things that are going to change for the better for you in your life, because you know your worth, and you like I said, you vibrate on this higher frequency, which is going to open up the door for all these like all this abundance, like all these good things to come to you, because you're open to it. Like you know that you deserve all these good things, and it's not just like this like wishy-washy, like, oh, like I'm gonna do like a vision board, like I'm just gonna say all these nice things. Like that's very trendy right now, right? But this has to do with like yourself, like you really like deep down in your soul, like you know who you are, and you know that you are worthy of all the good things, and you know that you're able to create that for yourself, because you are the creator, right? So yeah, that's very exciting. Pile number 3. You know, there's so many good things in store for you, so I really hope this message resonated with you, and I really hope that you continue to work on yourself and take good care of yourself. And yeah, if this resonated with you, please leave me a comment in the comment section, you know, telling your story, or you know, anything that you want to share. And you can leave a like if you would like more content like this, and also make sure to subscribe, because I am going to be posting more readings like this in the coming weeks. So until then, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye.